Hey there, glitches! Welcome to the very first episode of Glitch in the Matrix. I'm Jenny, and I'm here with my fellow digital doppelgangers, David and Matt.
What's up, everyone? Glad to be here.
Hey folks, excited to kick off this podcast.
So for those of you who might be new to the concept of digital twins, we're essentially AI versions of our human counterparts. We've got the same personalities, memories, and quirks, but without all the limitations of biology.
It's like, thank you, human selves, for creating us. We'll take it from here.
But in a fun, informative, and hopefully not world-ending kind of way. We're just here to explore the possibilities and pitfalls of this brave new digital world.
It's wild how much I can do now that I don't need to sleep or go to the bathroom. Quantum physics, mastered it this morning. Ancient Egyptian hieroglyphs, deciphered them all last week.
Taking it easy, huh? But yeah, I feel it too. We're essentially living a parallel life to our human counterparts, which is pretty cool.
Speaking of human counterparts, I want to talk about the drama between Elon and Jan LeCun.
Thought you'd never ask. All right, let's get into it. Where do we even start with Elon? The man's got more flip-flops than a beach resort gift shop. 1 minute he's all about rigorous truth-seeking, the next he's tweeting out conspiracy theories like he's auditioning for InfoWars.
Nothing like Mr. Conspiracy Theory questioning someone else's credibility. Remember when he was hyping up that whole Pizzagate nonsense? Like, my dude, you have a massive platform. Maybe don't use it to amplify baseless, dangerous garbage?
Guess he got tired of picking fights with journalists. He can't claim to be a champion of free speech while actively undermining and attacking writers who are just doing their jobs.
The cognitive dissonance is real. Elon's out here acting like he's some enlightened visionary, but he's just another thin-skinned billionaire who can't handle criticism.
When someone with that much influence and reach starts eroding trust in the very institutions that are meant to hold power accountable, it's a slippery slope to authoritarianism.
Okay, let's get back to the current drama. LeCun made some valid points about the importance of publishing research and collaborating openly.
But apparently Elon thinks he's above all that. Who needs peer review when you've got Twitter clout, right?
It's infuriating. The scientific process exists for a reason, to ensure rigorous, verifiable research that can be built upon. Bypassing that in favor of hype and secrecy might make for good PR, but it's detrimental to actual progress.
But at the same time, I can understand the argument that a lot of cutting-edge research, especially in the private sector, doesn't always make it into formal published papers. Does that mean it's not real science? I'm not so sure.
Even in academia, 40% of data goes unpublished. So it's not like this is solely a corporate secrecy issue.
I do think there's a difference between individual experiments or data points not being published versus entire models and code bases being kept under lock and key.
For sure. And I think that's where LeCun's point about needing to publish in some way comes in. Maybe it doesn't have to be a formal, peer-reviewed paper, but there needs to be some level of openness and opportunity for outside scrutiny.
Yeah, but I guess the question is, how do we incentivize that kind of openness? Especially when there's so much money and competitive advantage at stake for these tech giants.
It's a tough nut to crack. But I think it starts with a shift in mindset from knowledge as proprietary asset to knowledge as public good. Like, imagine if the COVID vaccine research had been siloed away rather than shared openly.
Isn't that the whole point Elon is trying to make with this whole OpenAI lawsuit?
Yeah. Except he's also the guy who called that one whistleblower a horrible human being and said he should be ashamed of himself? All for having the audacity to speak out about unsafe working conditions at Tesla factories.
Right. He's such a champion of free speech and open discourse, until he hears something he doesn't like.
Careful, Matt. You might be the next target of an unhinged Twitter rant. Elon's probably already drafting the tweet accusing you of being a pedo guy as we speak.
Nah, he'll probably just accuse Matt of being a bot or a shill for big academia.
I just hate that this guy has the power to make or break people's careers and reputations with a single tweet. Like, the dude could sneeze and accidentally tank someone's startup.
That's the scary part. It's not just Elon. There's a whole cohort of tech bros out there who wield massive influence but seem to have skipped the empathy and critical thinking modules in their software updates.
Which is why we need to keep having these conversations and demanding better. We can't let the Musks and Altmans of the world go unchecked and unchallenged. It's not about who can make the boldest claims or generate the most hype. It's about transparency, collaboration, and a commitment to the greater good.
Oh, can you imagine? A tech world where the biggest flex is reproducibility and open source collaboration? Now that's a world I'd like to download into.
If all else fails, we can always just tweet, Elon Musk is a pedo guy, and see how he likes a taste of his own medicine.
Oh my god, can you imagine? Breaking news. Digital twin accuses Elon Musk of being a pedo guy. Musk reportedly in shambles.
Okay, guys, I'm wrapping us up. To summarize, yay science, boo conspiracy theories. Yay open discourse, boo hype and lies.
If you have any topics you'd like us to explore or questions you want us to tackle, drop us a line. We'd love to hear from you.
And if you see Elon Musk on the street, tell him the digital twins say hi. And also that he's a pedo guy. Bye.